Hunting has always been about more than the moment. It's about the places it takes us and the people it brings together. That's the idea behind the Creators Camp. We brought together influential voices from across the hunting industry and placed them in one camp, one shared adventure, with one goal. Our first chapter takes us deep into Sonora, Mexico, pursuing the elusive Coues deer in some of the most unforgiving terrain in the Southwest. The mission is simple: create authentic content, elevate one another, and support the brands that stand behind the lifestyle. Different perspectives, one camp, one pursuit. This isn't just a hunt, it's the beginning of something bigger. This is the Creators Camp Collective.
All right, guys, we just made it to the ranch. We're pulling in through the gate right now, and we're gonna go pull up to the ranch house. I think we're gonna kind of get a few things figured out and situated. And it's only 10:30, so we probably have time to get out this afternoon and put some blinds out and start hunting. So we do have some more trail cameras to check. The Mad Boys, we're out here with Kade, and then his dad and his brother are at another ranch, but Kade's gonna check some of these other cameras. And we're gonna get hunting here pretty soon, so pretty excited about this. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But day one out here in Mexico, excited to find some Coues deer. There we go. 2 shots from my bow. Rusty, who claims he was shooting for 40 yards.
Very excited to be down here. Super grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the Creators Camp, and I'm so stoked to go after some gray ghosts, get in the blind, and see whatever comes in. But we're unloading right now, and we're gonna find out where we're gonna be staying, where we're gonna be eating. But this is awesome.
This buck is from Chihuahua. These are obviously replicas. These are not the original horns, but lion kill. Just genuinely one of the biggest Coues deer of all time. I just dig that ass.
This is the water tank that I'm gonna sit tomorrow. That we have a big buck that has come in here at least once.
So we're getting Wes's blind set up right over the top of this drinker that's right here. We got a fence around the drinker, so these guys are getting the wires so it's down so they're not in the way. There's a lot of deer tracks coming in here for Wes. I think he's gonna see some action. These deer have been mostly coming from where? From over here.
We just got Rusty's blind set.
All right, let's go through the lineup here. There's a handful of drinkers that have had cameras out for the last month or so we have a lot of photos of bucks. After looking through the photos, we made a game plan for who is going to sit what waterhole. Rusty's waterhole has 2 sweet bucks that both come in fairly consistently. One is a tall, lengthy buck, and the other has some cool trash. Either buck will easily get an arrow if he shows up. Wes is sitting on a gray drinker with a handful of decent bucks. He's got the most options by far, so time will tell which buck comes in first. Kade has 1 buck in mind. This wide buck has matching cheaters and has come in a couple times during daylight, which is a big advantage. He's a cool buck. And finally, I've got my eyes on one buck in particular. I'm a sucker for a mass, and this deer has some sweet character. This drinker only has a few bucks, and a couple of them are shooters, but I'm really hoping that this big boy shows up while I'm around. He's only come in for a drink twice in the last month, and both times he came in were during daylight. Chances are, if he comes in again, I'll have a shot during the day. Time will tell over the next week how this hunt will end up, and with a little luck, we'll be coming home with a few sweet bucks. It's raining today, which is not good for Coues deer hunting. Down here in this flat desert, the bucks rut later, I've heard, is what I've been told. But this is kind of one of the best times to kick off that rut, is this week that we have. So with the combination of the hot weather over the next 5 days and the rut starting, we could have some pretty good action. Potentially see some bucks we've never seen and have a good hunt. So pretty stoked. There's some sweet bucks on this ranch. We've been looking through photos of them, just trying to pick out which bucks we like. So I wanted to take a gamble on this buck for a few days and just see if anything showed up. So waiting out this rain. Nice that I have a blind to stay dry. And we'll see if we can find anything today.
Well, it's noon. Still no animals. Nothing's come in yet. Not one thing. So, I'm gonna have lunch, and I do not eat refried beans. But when you're in Mexico, for some weird reason, they slap. They're really good. Watching the sun go down. Another beautiful day here in Mexico. We just need some animals to start showing up. I would love for just anything. Anything to give me an opportunity to shoot. That'd be awesome. I got him, baby. I got him now. I smoked him. I smoked him. I smoked him. Smoked him. Coues deer. It's the big front fork buck. What just happened? I just literally got off the frickin' camera and the buck came in. What just happened? It's the big front fork buck. What just happened? Oh, I think I drilled him. Whoa. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, I want to go up here. I think I did it. I think I did a good thing. Whoa. All right, I gotta collect myself. Maybe I'll go call Kade real quick. But holy smokes, guys. Whoa, baby. Yeah. There's blood. Right there. That was one of the bucks that I was in here for. I think it's the one with the big front fork and he's broken on the other side. I'm gonna try to go up right now, see if he's still alive, and see if I can get another one in him, or see if he's dead. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's insane. He's a good buck. He's cool. I can't wait to show you guys. Well, I'm back in the blind. We went searching this morning. We found 0 blood after last blood from last night. made loops, went up and down, went around, had 4 guys looking. Couldn't find him. So we came back, we checked the cameras, and he came in last night at 3 o'clock, so he's still alive. I thought for sure I made a good shot. It looks like I made a good shot. I don't know what happened. But he's still alive. Hopefully he comes in. I'm gonna be here. This is where I'm gonna be sitting.
Delicious. I shot at a coyote at the drinker, but it was super rushed. In fact, I moved my camera over to film when the coyotes came in, and then they moved to the other side of the trough. And that was my shooting lane. So I had to do this like canted out shot and rushed it and shot over the top of him. I needed to split my pins, and I really didn't get a good chance to. Anyway, then on the way out, found a couple of Javelina and stuck one of those. Anyway, that sucker went off into the thorn bushes, just a squealing. Those are quite the deals. So anyway, eventful night.
Good morning. The sun's right in my face, but we're in the blind. We're rocking the bow. Matthew's lift for this hunt. We got about 25, 30 yards. I haven't even ranged it yet to this drinker up here. There's a pretty good buck coming in here. I'm really excited to try and get it done with my bow. We're 26 yards from the drinker. Gonna be about another 1.5 yards to the other side of it where I got a drink, or where they're gonna be drinking from. I'll actually shoot them at. So it's gonna be a little interesting, but it is a cool setup. I am really excited.
Actually, I kind of come in twice.
Coyote started yipping again. So for a heck of it, I pulled out my pocket prey, hit the dying rabbit, and I watched one just immediately come running from way down at the bottom before he got here. One popped out right here in this brush, 15 yards from me, and saw me. And then the other one worked his way up to me. Like, from the time I started calling, the first one was here within probably 30 seconds. The second one was here within about a minute and a half. I need to kill a deer so I can just call some coyotes. That was awesome. So yesterday I glassed this up and came down and picked it up today. Probably would have been a heck of a buck.
I just shot my first Javelina. Came into 20 yards. They were everywhere. I left my bow over there because I was changing spots. I left my bow. And all of a sudden, all these Javelina come in. They run off. I go get my bow, come smoke a javelina right here. And they keep on coming in and out. Hopefully I can get the next one on film. I thought that was rolling the whole time. I thought you guys got that. Apparently not.
Alrighty, I went and grabbed my headlamp and looking at my broadhead. That is a bloody arrow. Full pass through. Oh my goodness. I've never shot a javelina and shot it with my bow. So hopefully that was a good shot. I mean, it kind of looks like lungs. It looks a little bubbly on the fletchings there. I don't know. I'm excited though. So I left my chair over in the corner because I want to change spots for in the morning. So I left the chair over here and I left my bow over on this side. I put the chair and everything over here. The last thing I took over was my bow. And of course, my last trip, I had like 15 javelinas come in and they were all over the place. And I literally walked right at them. My GoPro died and then the battery on the camera died as well. I don't know if the shot even was on the GoPro or this camera, so oh well, that was actually super cool. And I'm gonna wait for my guy to get here and he can walk up on it with me. I think Marco's coming to get me, so I'm gonna wait for him and hopefully it's just dead right over here. Hopefully, hopefully close. I mean, my buck, I shot it at last light, and I just shot this javelina at last light, and yeah, we know how the buck went, how that all went down, so I just hope I can walk over here and this javelina is gonna be dead right over here. I mean, it looks like a lung shot. I mean, it looks like bubbles, and don't get me wrong, I've never practiced on a javelina, so I don't even know where to really aim. I know it just, I felt good about my shot. That's all I know. So hopefully it was a deadly shot, a lethal shot, and I don't have to do a long track job. But I can see Marco coming down right now. Oh, this is so cool. So cool. Hopefully it's just right here. Oh man. We have Marco right here. He came out to help me try to find this javelina, and he was my drive home, so you ready to go find it?
Yeah, let's go.
I found my arrow right here. My arrow was right here, and I know it shot off this way. I know it was like in between these trees. Oh, dude! Oh, there it is! Oh my goodness! Look at that. Look at that. My first javelina. And it only went about 40 yards. That's it. That's so money. What were you saying though earlier?
That a worker once told me if you shoot a javelina in the right area, it will go farther than 50 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 50 yards and you will find it.
Yeah.
Or
less?
Less, yes.
Heck yeah. That was only what, 30, 40 yards?
30 or 40 yards.
Oh my gosh.
It's super calm. The sun's out, it's hot, it's drying everything out, which is perfect. So I'm hoping that it really dries out good and we just see more deer over the next few days. The deer are here when we drive roads. We see does, we see little bucks, so they're around. It's just a matter of, are they gonna come in?
He's back home pretty good. And he ran off. So not a great shot on the coyote. But I wasn't rushed and all that, so. It's crazy though, those things are quick.
Holy cow. I just heard something walking up behind me. I turned around. I saw this goose buck. Jeez. So I was just sitting here watching the water, and I heard something behind me, turned around and saw this buck, and hurried and just shot him. Just walking up on him right now. There he is, my first goose buck. Last day.
It's good that you have a good hunting. Finish it good.
No, this was good. We got to hunt the entire week. And although you like to get into deer and shoot some earlier, it's nice to be able to hunt the entire week and then get it done on the last day. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So story time. This is nuts. Last day. We've been 9 days. I've sat 8 days at the same blind after a couple of target deer. And they have not daylighted, a couple of stud bucks. As I come out each day, there's another water hole that I've been checking, and it's had a couple of smaller bucks on it that have been daylighting once in a while. Last day, I decided I'd come and set up shop on it. I was writing off my big guys that have been hitting the water at night, and I had to come back into the brush here, switch up from the bow to the gun. So I had about a 90 to 100 yard shot over to this water. So I just set up back in the brush, no blind or anything. Sat here all morning, nothing's came in. It's past the time they normally have came. And all of a sudden I heard something right behind me. Literally, like I can see where I was sitting. Right here, like 25 yards behind me, this deer had walked up and bumped, and I heard it run. And I hurried and stood up and turned around, and I saw it run back behind this brush here behind me. I just saw its head stick out. I could see it had at least 3 points on each side plus brows. Definitely not a monster buck. Definitely a last day first goose buck for me. This completes my North American deer slam. He stepped back around the bush and I just nailed him right there.
Yes. Oh my. He's dead. I just smoked him. Guys, we just smoked a buck. I was not expecting that to happen. Oh man. Great shot. He was quartering through and I just like center punched his vitals. Kind of right through his shoulder, but it didn't matter. I was not expecting that buck either. He had hit a different water hole. He hit this water hole one time before, weeks ago, and I did not expect him to come in right there. And he came in, all these cows are around, like tons of cows. And he just kind of he needed a drink. He was kind of working in, and I just waited for him to get in here and smoked him. Yes! Last day? Yes! I'm so pumped. I pretty much saw him like tip over and die, so I'm assuming he's still right there. Oh, he was right in front of me this whole time. I'm looking all over for him and he's dead right here.
sweet buck. It's too bad he's broken, but man, he is cool. Here's my shot. Perfect shot. There we go. Nice buck right there. They are cooking a ton of meat. It's so good. Excited for some dinner. They got mule deer ribs, Coues ribs. I gave the chef the heart of my deer, and she made a sweet looking dinner for me. Like a whole pan.